when we were looking at statistics, we were always looking at, if we threw two dice, here we're throwing a blue dice and a red dice, we'd say that we got a 1 plus a 1 and our sum would be 2. But they're not asking you to do that here. They're asking you to take whatever value you got for the blue dice, which is here on this corner, square it, and subtract the value that you would get with the red dice in that column. So, b squared in this case would be 1 squared. 1 squared minus 1 would give us 0. 1 squared minus 2 would give us minus 1. 1 squared minus 3 would give us minus 2. So we can see the pattern here straight away, and without having to do them all, we can just increase by minus 1 all of the answers here. Do a little check on the last one. 1 squared minus 6, yes, it's minus 5. So you really need to only start with the first one. 2 squared would be 4. 4 minus 1 would give me 3. 4 minus 2 would give me 2. So again, I'm just decreasing by 1 each time, so let's just fill it in. Minus 1, minus 2. Check on the last one. 2 squared would be 4. 4 minus 6 would give me minus 2. Next one, 3 squared. 3 squared is 9. 3 threes are 9. 9 minus 1 would be 8. Then I'm expecting it to go down 1 each time. Let's check that I've done it right. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. 3 squared would be 9. 9 minus 6 would give me 3. So it looks like it's going to take a long time, but there's usually often a quick way of doing it. 4 squared would be 16. 16 minus 1 would be 15. So I'm expecting it to go 13, 12, 11, 10. Check the last one to make 16 minus 6 would give me 10. 5 squared is 25. 25 minus 1 is 24. 23, 22, 21, 20, 19. Check the last one. 5 squared is 25. Minus 6 is 19. 6 squared is 36. 36 minus 1 is 35. 34, 33, 32, 31, 30. Check. 6 squared is 36. 36 minus 6 is 30. So I know that my table's complete without an awful lot of maths, really. Looked complicated in the beginning, but it was just to square the blue dice and subtract the red dice away from it. Then you've got a lot of different questions here. It says, which is the highest value that you get? Well, we look at our table. It's going to be in one of the extremes, and we can see pretty easily that the highest value is going to be when we are squaring the largest number and subtracting the smallest number away. So it's going to be when b equals 6 and when r equals 1. So your answer here for A would be when b equals 6 and r equals 1, b squared minus 1 equals 36 minus 1 equals 35. That's the highest number. Then it says, the next step, which is the lowest number you can get. Well, we'd expect the lowest number when b is small as possible and r is as large as possible. So we would get the lowest number when b is 1 and when r is 6, and then we'd get minus 5. And you'd show it again in the same way as here. Then it says, where in the table can you find a sequence saying minus 5, minus 2, 3, 10, 19, 30. Well, we have to find minus 5, our first one, and we can find it up here. And if we go down, we go from minus 5, minus 2, 3, 10, 19, and 30. So we can find this sequence whenever the red dice is 6 for varying numbers of b. And then the last one is, how large is the probability that the value you get will be 0? Well, we have 6 times 6 as our matrix, so we know that we have 36 possibilities. And the question is, how many of those possibilities are 0? Well, there's one here, and there is a 0 here. So once our table is completed, we can see that we have 2 probabilities of getting 0, which we can simplify because we have 2 even numbers here. So top and bottom need to be divided by 2. So the chance of us getting a 0 when we threw 2 dice, one blue, one red, we squared the blue dice, and we subtracted the red dice from the blue dice result, is 1/18 of getting a 0. And that's how we go through that type of question.